What's up, my hairy friends? It's Dr. Wookie. And I found my next big node play. Yes, no joke here. Super excited. And this is why. Because it is on Bitcoin. Okay, now this is 0xVM, and I've been looking for a superb project building on Bitcoin because there is so much untapped potential here, and we'll go into why here in a bit. There was this one Gelios, but when I looked into it, it was definitely obviously a scam and a rug pull. What they had said sounded cool. This one absolutely is not, already in testnet. Amazing founders, doxed, blah, blah, blah. So the reason I'm excited, the big thing they're doing is they're basically able to bring dApps and smart contracts to the Bitcoin through their modular execution layer. And of course, this is enhancing security, scalability, and efficiency, and it's using Bitcoin's transactions. So you'll be able to verify all this on the Bitcoin network, which is incredible. Obviously, Bitcoin, right? $1.2 trillion market cap, largest player in crypto. Nobody is stupid. Everybody knows that. But here's the big part right here. Headroom to grow fast. On Ethereum, the total value locked up in Bitcoin L2s is only 0.1%. That's like absolutely nothing on Bitcoin L2s. Now for Ethereum, that same number is up to 10%, okay? Leaving this huge opportunity for, L2s on Bitcoin to absolutely get some huge value locked. And looking through this, I easily think the ROI on these nodes could be literally 1 to 4 months. And we'll talk about that and go through that. So they already have built quite a bit of a following with tons of followers on Twitter. They got a Telegram group, Discord group, partnerships. All the links are down below as always. Oh, and did I forget to mention, if you watched it this far, now you know you can get a free node. Okay, it's possible. I'm doing as what I always do with all my videos. I'm giving away a free node out of my own pocket. Already paid this up front to the team to give to a community member who is using the referral link to do any of these purchases, okay, or to purchase any of these nodes. So what's making them special is they're EVM compatible. And it's Bitcoin native, okay? So all the transactions, as I say here, it's all native Bitcoin transactions, fully transparent, inspectable on BitScan. Layer 2 verification there. They have the data availability, leveraging the Bitcoin's robust security and all that good stuff. The big thing here, making gaming, meme, and DeFi possible on Bitcoin. Right? So this is absolutely something we've been waiting for. So the team, one is Bjorn. He worked with Google. His university was out of Singapore. He was with Antler VC Group. We have KC here, Kaplan, NVIDIA, NYU. So a strong team behind them. They already have 11 dedicated stack engineers. They have like a team of like 41 people already. Already raised 5.2 million through these tier 1 backers, Jump, Signum Capital, Huobi, Razor. I used a ton of Razor's products. So already have some key partners, some nice backing. They're already in phase 3 here, working on launching that testnet and working on the global marketing campaign. So they're already progressing quite far, and they are hoping to phase 4 have launching of the main net. Now, for nodes, this is always what everybody wants to know. We'll go over this in a minute about how kind of the nodes work on the 0xVM network. You can always pause here and take a quick read and glance at that as well. So for the validator node sale, this is going to be happening, it sounds like August 31st. It's going to be 10 p.m. my time, which is Mountain daylight time currently. So that'd be like midnight for the East Coast, 9 p.m. for California. For Korea, I believe that's 1 p.m. in the afternoon. So big thing here is it's starting at $700, the first 10,000 nodes. Okay. So you're going to have a good chance to go ahead and jump in and get that initial, low price, 700, before it starts to increase by just $1 for every 10 nodes sold. So that's a pretty good increase, I think. And the pricing tier, of course, encourages, early participation. And of course, make sure you are using the appropriate links. If the link's not down below yet, it's because this video is just a little early, and my link will be down there and on Discord and on Twitter and everywhere like that. Be sure to use it so that you can get entered into winning one of those free nodes. Now, some of the rewards you're going to be getting, obviously, the moment you buy it, you'll be able to delegate it. So that's another thing, is you don't have to run these nodes if you don't want to. You can, so that's a really cool aspect. Maybe in the future, if you run it yourself, you'll get extra rewards or something. But right now, no big deal. You can delegate it to be run. And the thing is if you start delegating it and running it day one, right, the 700,000 XVM that's given out daily, and if you're in the first, like, let's say 1,000 that purchased in the first day, you're going to get a huge chunk before that node number starts to really rise. And then we have like 10,000 nodes working for those. And we'll get to the halving here in a minute as well. Now, after 4 years, you will not be getting any of the XVM token output through these nodes, but they have, starting off right away, they'll have XBTC, which is like the wrapped Bitcoin on this native chain here, and gas fees in the production there, any kind of revenue sharing for L2 native tokens that launch on there, things like that. So, yeah, here's the node rewards. We want to pull up, let's pull up the halving just really quick, okay? So here is the daily emission schedule. So day one, like I said, 700,000 of these tokens right away. So nice and high. Every 6 months, they're going to have a halving, okay? All the way through 4 years. So 4 to 8 months, and it will shut off at that point, and there won't be any more. So of course, being early, especially in these first 6 months, is going to pay off substantially. Me doing the numbers, I'm looking at maybe 1 to 4 months of an ROI on this. I really do think that. I know that sounds crazy, but I really do think this is like a 1 to 4 month ROI. If you get in day one, I think that ROI is going to be even shorter there. So 26% of the total token supply is allocated for the node rewards. Like I said, we talked about the 700,000, the halving. If they give some examples here, if it's only 500 nodes sold, you're going to be getting 1,400 XVM daily, which is huge. At 5,000, it's down to 140. 10,000 nodes, you're going to be doing about 70 a day. Now with the withdrawals, they have a short little thing here. So 30 days, you're totally vested. You can pull out 100%. If you want to pull out 50%, you could do that after 10 days. Immediately, it's like 25%. So obviously, that's a pretty easy 30-day to hold. Here is our beautiful metrics showing the mining, 26%, 260 million tokens. Foundation treasury, okay, 28%. Big thing to note here, it's literally vested over 60 months. Okay, so we got a full 5 years of this linear vesting for the foundation treasury. That's going to be, used to work on the protocol maintenance, all that good stuff. For the team, 12% down here. It's a 6-month cliff, and then it's a linear vesting over 50 months. So nice long linear vestings on all of these, which is really nice, except for the public sale. And right away with the initial circulation, there'll only be about 9% of the total circulation out there initially. So that's good to note, seeing this and the numbers. Let's go ahead and take a couple of quick looks. One is their Twitter page. You can take a peek at that. Bjorn here, he has his Twitter. Like I said, he's Doxxed. We know who he is and his co-founder. So always good for a group here and knowing kind of the work that they do in the background and just how big that team is with the fat stacks there. You can verify stuff like on Razor. If you look at Razor's Ventures, there they are, 0xVM right there, along with Animoca Brands, Altera, THX, other good stuff there. And so, of course, the other thing people want to know is, well, what do I have to purchase in? It's in USDT on Ethereum, Arbitrum, or the BNB chain. So you got 3 chains to choose from there to have your USDT on to purchase. Just like any other purchase, you're going to go to the official webpage, that referral link, and, purchase on there. And then as soon as you get in there, you'll be able to go to the dashboard and delegate right away. They have some deep docs here if you want to get into some real nitty gritty specific things about, like, the strength of Ethereum's EVM, where 0xVM is compared to Ethereum's EVM, how they're going to benefit versus, all these other different L2 solutions and folks out there. So you can get a nice deep dive there. And here's that Gelios project that, like I said, they were definitely scammers, because when they were reaching out, I thought it sounded like a pretty cool project, but then looking into them, I was like, hey, who are you guys? You haven't doxed at all. And they said, okay, well, we're willing to send you like our business certificate and like an address or whatever. They sent me like a business certificate from like 2016 that was expired or something in like Hong Kong. And then they sent me like an address for like an apartment building in Hong Kong. So with all that, I was like, yeah, no thanks. Just because you have the golden little check mark doesn't mean anything. And I think they have already rugged, and you can see on their Twitter page, they have locked all the comments now. So that's sad. But that definitely is not going to be happening with this group and what they have already been building. And I'm really excited to see the progression of this one. Really excited to see if they really do become like the L2 for Bitcoin, and they have memes and gaming and DeFi on that chain. This thing could absolutely rip. So really excited for this one. I'm gonna be jumping into this one deep as well. Probably gonna grab 10 nodes because that seems like a really solid number here for me to be happy with the passive as we continue in the future. If you have any questions, comments, let me know down below. After it goes live August 31st, I'll probably wait about maybe 5 to 7 days, and then I will draw the winner for that node. As always, stay warm, Wookiees.